Right away. Your finger. Yep. Went Virginia or Maryland, Virginia, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. And then way back.
Shannon and I have been planning this trip. We are going out to the Grand Canyon. We have been planning this trip for quite some time. A lot of planning has gone into it.
A new addition.
Yeah, a new addition in the back. I mean, we started talking about doing this trip, the dream of doing a trip like this, probably 2 years ago. Hi everybody, day one. We are in Hungry Mother State Park. Shannon and I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to all of you who supported us. It encouraged us when we told you about our trip. We heard nothing but fantastic, warm-hearted things. Made us feel really good. Glad to know that everybody's supporting us and
Happy for us.
happy for us. Yeah, it made us feel really good. And we just wanted to say thanks. We love you guys.
We do.
Yep. So this is day one. We're going to try to share with you guys daily if we can. And we love you guys. That's it. So cheers. Hope everybody's having a good day.
Love you.
Bye. We are right here on the creek. It is so nice. Look at this. Fantastic. And there were only 2 other people camping in the whole campground. So it's really quiet. Pretty much have the place to ourselves. And it's really a beautiful day. So we are thrilled to be here. Day one.
So, yeah, check out this view. Our first campsite for the trip. Out the back of the van, we have an awesome view. Karen just made dinner. How lucky are we?
So it's day 2. It is about 4:30 in the morning. It's about 30-something degrees out.
I think it's supposed to get down to 36.
Yep. Now, we bought these 2 little thermometers to kind of keep an eye on the temperature of the van. And I don't think it's accurate. It said that it was in the 60s here in the van. We've got our little heater running.
I don't know. We haven't been outside yet.
Yeah. So maybe it's right. Who knows? This little heater does a pretty good job. But anyhow, we're excited for day 2.
Got a long drive.
Yep.
Get some coffee.
Yep. Coffee. Time for coffee.
And then get on the road.
Day 2 of our grand adventure out west. We are leaving Hungry Mother State Park, getting ready to head down 81 south, heading towards Knoxville. We'll be catching 40, going all the way across this great state of Tennessee, beautiful state.
Racing a snowstorm.
Racing a snowstorm. It's actually not supposed to set in till late tonight or tomorrow night.
Tonight.
Yeah. So anyhow, we're trying to beat any kind of snowstorm or snow at all, because we don't want to drive it. So we are stuck in traffic right outside of Nashville somewhere.
We were making good time.
That's part of it. You never know what's going to happen.
Lots of traffic. At a crawl. Okay. So we made it to Meeman, Shelby State Forest. It is windy. It is cold. We had a super long day in the car. with an hour backup of traffic, heavy traffic through Nashville. We got here much later than we had hoped for, and I don't know if you can see, but now it's snowing.
This is day 3. We woke up to, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 inches. Yeah. Of snow. It is really, really cold.
It's maybe 25 out here.
And windy, so really cold. But we're okay. I mean, we're bundled up, we're layered up. We have a little heater going on in the van, and we have heat pads that we use to help keep us warm. We're out for a walk right now. We're gonna do a few camping van chores, cleaning up.
Mostly
then I
stretch some muscles.
Yeah, stretch some muscles. We spent
9
hours in the van yesterday. Some pretty heavy traffic jams around Nashville. A lot of heavy traffic in Nashville. We will definitely be taking the the bypass around Nashville on the way home. I couldn't believe how bad it was. So we got here to Memphis right before this storm hit. I think you guys are getting it today. Anyway, woke up to about 2 or 3 inches of snow here. 25-degree weather and windy. But it's going to warm up, so we have hope. Anyhow, making breakfast and just wanted to check in with all of you. Bye. It's cold out. It's, I don't know, maybe 30 now?
I don't know. It's
Anyway,
cold.
and it's windy. Anyhow, we're making breakfast. Some scrambled eggs, some sausage. I've got some grits made. I love grits. And we are going to have a big breakfast because last night when we rolled in, it was windy and snowy and yucky, and we just said we're just going to eat a bowl of cereal for dinner. So we're hungry.
Yeah.
So anyhow, that's where we're at. Okay, so we are still on day 3. It's been a long day 3.
It's been a weird day 3.
Started out with snow, like 22-degree weather. It was windy. I mean, it was cold. And as the morning progressed, Shannon and I, we just decided we were supposed to stay in Memphis for a couple of days. We didn't particularly care for the area that we were in. There wasn't much to do. So anyhow, this morning we were like, okay, well, the sun started coming out. We were like, well, we're just going to wait it out. And we sat inside the van, and we both each have a book that we've been reading. So we read our book for a while. Then we came out of the van. We were like, man, it's warming up, which it was only in the 30s, but it was warming up, and everything was melting. It was melted. Everything had melted. So we were like, why are we here if we don't want to be here? So we decided to head on down the road. Anyhow, we are in Arkansas now, across the Mississippi River, and we are past Little Rock, getting ready to, we found a spot at a place called Lake Dardanelle State Park. Okay, so Shannon and I have made it to our destination on day 3. Again, like we said, we left Memphis, the state park that we were staying in Memphis this morning. Made a decision that we just needed to move on. We are at Lake Dardanelle. Lake Dardanelle.
Lake D.
In Arkansas. Gosh, it's gorgeous here. So anyhow, the lake here is just huge. I mean, huge.
This is what we're going to have coffee to in the morning.
Yes. Isn't that cool?
Yep. So this is summing up the end of day 3. And I just can't think of a better way to do it. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Arkansas. You saved day 3 for us.
day 4. Shannon said day 2, but it's day 4.
Time change, zone change, daylight saving.
Yeah, we're a little confused about really what time is it?
What day it is.
Yeah. We went into Central Time Zone, and then there was the daylight savings time. So we're like, okay, what time is it? So anyway,
It's the weekend.
our bodies, of course, are still on Eastern Time. Anyway, we're here in Lake Dardanelle in Arkansas. Early morning. It's, we think, 5 in the morning, somewhere in there. We don't know. Anyway, having our coffee. So it's the start of another day. Inside the visitor center, and they have these huge aquariums set up. Just super cool. Look at that base. Oh my goodness, he's huge. Anyhow, Shannon and I are amazed here at this state park that there's really not anybody here. And it's so beautiful. Sun's out. It's, for us, it's like, even though it's 36 degrees, it's like spring, yeah.
It is spring
It's
here,
supposed to
actually.
warm up to, I think, near 60 today.
Where we're going, it's going to be in the mid-60s.
No, but here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we were like, so we would be the kind of people that would be like, the sun's out, it's going to warm up, let's get a picnic and go to the state park. Yeah.
Taking off our jackets.
So I guess the people of Arkansas, this is still too cold for them. I don't know, but beautiful. Made it to Lake Eufaula. This is the visitor center. Shannon and I were at this campground here, Lake Eufaula. And the camp Eufaula.
We don't know.
Yeah. Anyhow, we were out here doing laundry. So we were like, okay, we're gonna take a little walk. And look what we ran across.
You don't see those in
Armadillo.
PA.
No, we don't see these in PA. Again, this is day 4. We are in Lake Eufaula, Arkansas. Or I'm sorry, Oklahoma. Eufaula, Lake Eufaula State Park, Oklahoma, which is about 100 miles east of Oklahoma City. All right, so anyhow, this is a huge, huge lake. We're only going to stay here one night. We had planned on staying 2, but we just decided that we wanted to move on. So
we're getting really anxious to get to New Mexico.
yeah, so we are going to be leaving out tomorrow, and we're going to stay in Amarillo, which is kind of, well, a little bit further than halfway to Santa Rosa, but that's what we're going to do.
Moving forward.
Right. Hi everybody, just an update. We are in Lake Eufaula,
It's windy.
Oklahoma. I couldn't think of where we were. It is so windy.
Yeah.
I mean, just like we were out part of the day yesterday in it trying to cook and stuff, and I finally just was like, I'm done.
It's
Being in the
exhausting
wind.
being in the wind, yeah.
So anyway, it's still windy. We were going to stay here another day, but really don't see any reason to again. So we're going to head over to Amarillo. Yep, today.
We got about a 5-hour drive ahead of us.
Yeah, we're gonna see what we see in Amarillo.
Excited about moving on.
So. Texas state line.
This is what happens when it's too windy to do anything outside if you want dinner, right? If you don't want dinner blowing away.
And it doesn't matter what you cook for dinner.
It's gonna blow away. Okay, so end of day 5. Tomorrow we will travel on to where the fun's gonna begin, Santa Rosa, New Mexico. See you tomorrow.
Day 6, and we are in Amarillo, Texas, at a KOA, which we were surprised. We weren't too sure what KOAs were going to be like, and the reason we chose the KOAs is just to stop over to spend the night. But they're clean and everybody's friendly and
Safe.
it's safe, so we're good.
We're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is 6:56
It's still
here.
dark out.
It's still dark, which is
Ooh.
really weird for us. And we're
Yeah.
getting ready to go into another time zone.
Yes.
So we're going to be yet another hour behind. Really messing with us.
Yeah.
But today we're going to be driving to
We're going to be checking out some of the Route 66 here in Amarillo. The Cadillac
Ranch. Yeah.
Yes. There's some iconic things that we're going to be seeing on Route 66 today. And then we're
And-
going to be heading to Santa Rosa. It is 7:30 in the morning and it's just now starting to get light. This is Amarillo. It's just as flat as a board. Looks like we are officially on Route 66 here. You can see historic 6th Street, Amarillo, US 66. I guarantee that's an old Sinclair gas station.
So there you go. Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas.
Now we're officially in New Mexico, the land of enchantment. Woo, super cool. Yeah. It's officially day 6. We are in New Mexico, just outside of Santa Rosa. Now, the place we wanted to go to, the Comet 2, is not open today. So we have chosen to come to the Silver Moon Cafe. It's one of the original Route 66 diners. So we're going to go inside and probably sit outside and have a nice lunch today. Right?
And hot. Hot.
We have made it to Santa Rosa Lake State Park here in New Mexico. We have our site and we're getting ready to set everything up. But if you look out there, this is going to be our view every morning. This, I mean, it's so cool. And this campground is so quiet and lots of sunshine.
So Fran is seriously backed up to the desert. So this is our view out the back of the van. We are literally backed up to the desert. So it's the end of day 6. The sun is finally starting to go down. We are in Santa Rosa Lake State Park in New Mexico. And so far, we are both really loving New Mexico. Tomorrow we're gonna get up after a good night's rest and do some hiking.
Hi everybody.
Good morning.
All right, so we're in Santa Rosa, New Mexico, getting ready to do a hike. There's a lake here, which is kind of cool because it's so, I mean, we're in the desert kind of. Anyhow, there's a trail that goes around. It's pretty cool. There's a reservoir and a dam. Anyhow, that's what we're going to do today.
That's our plan. So we just wanted to check in and say hi.
Hi.
We love everybody. And we're off.
So this trail kind of meanders up and down the ridge here around the lake. You pretty much see just cactus everywhere. Look at that one. He's pretty big. Okay. Made our way down to the lake. There are pieces of driftwood, dead trees everywhere out here.
So we are walking down what appears to be the old riverbed that is now dried up.
So tomorrow is the ABQ day.
You know
can't
what that
wait.
means.
Yeah, we're going to be breaking bad. We're really looking forward to it. Shannon's got us all, she's got us an auto tour.
Yeah, got like 10 or no, about 15 spots that we're going to be hitting. So
She's going to eat one of the chili dogs at the dog house.
at least a bite. Yeah, you got to do it. Got to do it.
I don't know if I can. We're going to be going by,
Los Polos
yep,
and getting something. We don't know what.
we don't know.
It's now a Twister's. It's not, but whatever. Yeah.
We don't care.
No,
We
we're
know
looking
what
forward to
really
it. Right.
is.
Yeah. We're the ones who knock.
That's right. Isn't that beautiful? Hear the birds. It's sunrise. This is day 8. We will be leaving today. It's a beautiful place.
Got Fran all cleaned up, packed up, fired up. Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Thank you. We are headed to ABQ today. Right, Karen? ABQ.
We are heading to Albuquerque today. This is our break-in bed day, and we're real excited about it. We can't wait to be dorky tourists. So that's what we're going to do today. So, nowhere on any of our apps did it show this happening. And we're not real happy about this. It's about 32 degrees. It's snowing. It's a wet snow right now. We're going to probably be getting off to see what's happening with this little storm right here.
There is snow on the front of Fran in New Mexico.
Okay, so we've made it to ABQ, and we are about less than a mile away from Hank's house. So here we go.
Stop number 1. Hank Trader's house. How cool is that?
Okay, so we've made it to the A1A
car
car
wash.
wash.
Car wash.
Yes, it's actually called the Mr. Car Wash. Anyhow, we wanted to share it with you, and we hope everybody is having a A1 day.
Fran is Breaking Bad. Awesome. There's the cream of the crop. Walter White residence. Super, super cool. There's Fran in front of Jesse Pinkman's house. Fran's out Breaking Bad. Awesome. ABQ.
This is where Wendy gives a Wendy. So we've made it to the laundromat, and it looks pretty close to what it does in the Breaking Bad series, so it's pretty cool. You can see it behind you. So we are officially at the doghouse. So we've made it to the doghouse, and it's a bit sketchy.
That's exactly how we
Bars
imagined
on the
it.
windows, but yeah, we're cool with it.
Yeah.
Shannon's gonna get the chili cheese dog.
Yep.
Ooh, no.
Yep.
I ordered a corn dog. Haven't had one of those in ages. Yep, crunchy. Good.
Yeah.
Haven't had one of these in ages. Yep.
And I got the chili and cheese footlong
Oh,
that they're supposed to be famous for. Looks like a gut bomb. And we got some fries. All right, here we go. It's painfully messy. It's good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I'll pay for it later, but
Yep.
we got our dogs at the doghouse.
Yes, we did. Here's Mike's house.
Mike Ermintrout's house. Jesse and Jane's apartments.
So we are at Los Pollos Hermanos, but it's called Twisters. But in the Breaking Bad show, it was Los Pollos Hermanos chicken restaurant. Anyhow, this is the last stop on our Breaking Bad geek out tour that we did today, and we had a lot of fun doing it. A lot of fun.
Oh my goodness, it is just like the movie. Alrighty, end of day 8. We have made it to Grant's. We are backed up in a KOA for the evening. The plan is to crash early because we are getting up tomorrow and heading to Malpais.
Hi guys, well we are in Grants, New Mexico. We're going to go to
Malpais?
Yes.
National Monument today.
Right. Last night it got down to 15. It got really cold.
It's
we
cold.
even had frost in the van.
It's still cold. Yeah.
But we made it. We're fine.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we just want to let you guys know where we're going to be today, and we're going to be sharing some stuff with you later.
And we are officially under 400 miles away from the Grand Canyon.
Yep. It's day 9 for us.
Is it? Day 9?
I think. I don't know.
We'll look into that too. Love you guys.
All right, we are at Malpais Visitor Center. We're going to check it out before we get on the road. There's several areas we're going to stop along the way. Shannon, what are
The Sandstone Bluffs, I think we want to see. The Arch. And we want to
the CDT right
hike on the CDT for a bit. Yep.
A little bit of a hike on the CDT today as well.
Yep.
Okay, so we are heading 117 south, which is going to take us to the Arches and the Sandstone Bluffs. It's a few exits down from the visitor center, so you have to get back on 40 and head down to another exit to get to it.
The east side of the park is 89, exit 89.
Exit 89 is where
And
we got
the
off.
west side is exit 81.
Right.
So they don't connect. You actually have to go back out to the highway.
So anyhow, yeah, look around you. This is what we're going to be seeing. All these lava fields.
This 117 is a scenic drive, right?
Yeah, this is, from what I understand, about a 2.5 hour scenic drive. That's if you don't get out of your car, which Shannon and I will be getting out of the car. So we are going to be doing this and then going down the other side looking for the CDT. But anyhow, look at this. How spectacular is this? This area right here is the Acoma Indian Reservation, part of the Acoma Indian Reservation or tribe. You can see there's cows grazing out here. It's pretty cool. Wow, is it beautiful. Look at this in front of us, right in front of us here. Gorgeous. So we are getting ready to go check out the Arch. This is one of the famous landmarks here in Malpais. Malpais, I think is how it's pronounced. Malpais. There it is. There's the Arch. So we are at of course, in Malpais. Is that how you say it? Malpais. we are at the Lava Falls Trailhead. All right. Hi guys. So we are in El Malpais National Park, and we are in a 3,900-year-old lava flow. It's so freaking cool.
We are hiking on lava.
Yes, and there's these giant pits all over the place.
That's one of the kind of like crater.
Right. And this is one of the deep crevices. We're above it. Look at all the different shapes and wow.
So we can now officially say we have wandered out yonder across lava.
Okay, so we just finished the Lava Falls Trail. We're at post number 9, which says, yay, you just made it through a lava trail. Wow.
We did.
We did.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We're heading back up the dirt road, up to the main road, which is Highway 117. And we're going to be backtracking to get to the Sandstone Bluffs. That's going to be our next destination here in El Malpais.
And probably lunch.
And probably a lunch stop. Okay, so we're on our way to the Sandstone Bluffs, and in between there and here, just these huge, huge fields. There were some cows out in one area that we passed.
And signs for elk. We were hoping to see an elk.
Oh yeah, there are some elk crossing signs here. We were hoping to see something besides what we've seen so far. We saw a lizard.
We did see a lizard today.
So, all right, very cool. Okay, so this is the Acoma Zuni Trail. Yes, and this actually runs in as part of the CDT.
Which we're super excited about.
So we're going to take this out for a little bit until we're tired and turn around. All right.
We just came in here.
Right.
So this trail
is the Zuni Acoma Trailhead that we just got on. It is a 7.5 mile trail,
and it's
but the Continental Divide Trail, this is part of the Continental Divide Trail. And then show them.
So, and then once you come out here, you actually follow the road.
Yeah, that's the Continental Divide Trail there, following that road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you go along historic Route 66. It's very strange.
Yeah, it is. All right. And one of the things my daughter did tell me, she said, Mom, if you go out west, the trails out west are different. They don't have like trail markers like we have on the East Coast, especially the areas that we live around the Appalachian Trail. But the trails are marked with cairns. So we have been adjusting to that. This is a 1.5 mile graveled road. It's a hard road, but it's graveled to get to the Sandstone Bluffs. All right, so we are now at the Sandstone Bluffs. So again, we are in El Malpais National Park. Oh my God. That is just incredible. That is a lava field, folks. Just spectacular. There's a marquee that talks about it. It says, the view from here tells so many stories. The Zuni mountains in front of you are the western edge of these lava flows. You can see the mountains out there. And that says molten lava flowed north to your right after it was ejected from the over 200 volcanic vents in this area. You see all those? Just one after the other volcanic, old volcanoes, I guess, the cones. Wow. Now, El Malpais National Monument preserves and protects this landscape. Wow, thank you, because man, is this spectacular. Oh my Lord. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my gosh. Just incredible. Just incredible. Just incredible. And again, like I said, those peaks out there are old volcanic cones from eruptions thousands and thousands of years ago.
All right, so Karen, what do you think? What do you think of today's lunch spot?
I think by far the coolest lunch spot we've ever had.
Yeah, and we're not even at the edge. We stepped back a little bit because it was so windy. This is where we're having lunch. On top of the Sandstone Bluffs. All right, friends, back in. We're back at the Grants KOA for the night. Sun is starting to set. We're gonna call it a day because we have a big day 10 planned. See you tomorrow. Getting ready. Today we are leaving Grants, heading to El Morro, and tonight we will be in Holbrook, Arizona.
Good morning, everybody. We're on our way today. Today's day 10 to El Morro, and this was a place that Jessica suggested to us that they had stopped to check out when they were on their trip out west when they moved out to California. So we looked into it and it looked really interesting, and it's right down from El Malpais, which is where we were yesterday. So looking forward to it. It was 16 degrees last night. Again, pretty cold, but we did okay.
Yeah, the bandolier camp maintained at what?
45, I think. Yeah, which was fine. We did fine. Had our heating pads and our down quilts. We were good. So, all right. I'm gonna share it with you guys later. Bye. Today we are on the other side of the El Malpais National Monument area. We are seeing the cones of the volcanoes from this side. Now, we were on the other side yesterday. We were looking down across the lava field, and these are way far out, but right now we're getting to drive past them. So it's kind of cool. You get to see both sides of it. Okay, so El Malpais National Monument protects 114,000 acres of public land. Super cool. Okay. All right, and then the CDT runs along this Caldera Trail, I believe. This is part of the CDT. Okay, there are a couple of caves here. One is a bat cave that you're not allowed to go down into, but you can come out here at night and wait for the bats to come, and a lot of people do. And there is another cave that you can go down into. You do have to have a permit, but Shannon's down there taking pictures.
I think it goes through. You can see light on the other side.
Well, I'm not doing it.
Oh, no.
So as I said, this side of the El Malpais area is definitely more forested and not nearly as the lava is everywhere. I mean, you can still see it everywhere in the ground, but it's an older section. So I think this particular area is like 115,000 years ago is when the volcanoes erupted on this side and the lava flowed. So over time, plant life has taken over and it's turning more into a forest area, as you can see. But you can still see the remnants of the lava are still in the ground, scattered all over the place. And then there's these great big lava tubes that run through this area. So it's pretty cool.
So this is the double sinks, which, wow, they are not kidding. Holy cow. This is awesome. Here's the other side. It is just this incredibly deep hole. Up there is the top. You can see me. And I mean, it is just way down there. Actually a little bit scary. Man, was that awesome to be able to see some of the lava tube caves, and the geologic history of this area is just amazing.
Leaving El Malpais. So we should be entering El Morro here then very soon, because they're right next to each other. Okay, so we are in El Morro. The visitor center is over to the left, which we're going to of course go there. Scary, does it? Today we are in El Morro National Monument. It is not a national park, it's called a national monument. It's typically a conservation area that is being preserved. This particular park is super cool. We're going to be able to see some of the, I guess, human history of the area. From what I understand, this was like a watering hole that was used for thousands of years by people traveling through here. It was the only fresh water you could find for like 40 miles.
She said it's still used.
And it's still used that way. From what she told us, it's, I don't know how many thousands of gallons of water.
800?
Something, I don't
Something,
know.
a lot.
But anyway, there are inscriptions and petroglyphs where people would leave notes or poems and so forth and so on. And one of the trails we're going on is called the Inscription Trail. So anyhow, this is a really cool area. We're going to be sharing some really cool history with you today. All right, so woohoo, can't wait to do those. Shannon, head on up. It'll take me about an hour to get up there, so sorry.
In the sandstone.
So these are ancestral Puebloan dwellings. That's what this is. Very cool. These have like separate little rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quite a few of them. This is like a main room maybe right here. Alright, so as you're coming down, if you do the trail backwards, you kind of come down to this area that Shannon's walking down into. It's really beautiful. Look at that. And then I think the trail takes you back around this way. So that's where we're heading now.
So this is cool. The steps actually cut up right through the sandstone and then transfers over. The steps are sandstone. Wow. Wow. Holy cow. All right, so we were told there are some switchbacks, and
they do pretty much go straight down.
They aren't kidding.
Yep.
Oh, wow. And look, there's some snow over there. So we opted to do the stairs up and the switchbacks down. Holy cow, look at this one. Goes down. And we're still going down.
Down, 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 down. Yeah, I think we made the right choice.
Oh yeah. These would have been painful coming up. All right, so here's something that we weren't expecting. Yeah. Let it up to us. We go south, we go west. There's still going to be snow. So this one here was the governor of New Mexico?
Right,
1692. You can see it dated.
Notice the petroglyphs. There's bighorn sheep and the bear paw. You see it?
Yeah, it's definitely the sheep.
Mm-hmm. That inscription is really, look at the penmanship on that, beautiful. E. Penn Long of Baltimore, Maryland. He chiseled this elegant looking inscription. He was a member of the U.S. Army expedition led by Lieutenant Edward Beale to find a wagon route from Fort Smith, Arkansas to the Colorado River. The group, which first passed by El Morro in 1857, was also testing the usefulness of camels in crossing the desert. They actually ended this because of the onset of the Civil War. But that's interesting.
And look over here too. See the hands?
Oh yeah.
And the brown?
Yeah. All right, so this is the freshwater pool that everybody flocked to here. It's the only water source for 40 miles around. I can't remember how many gallons she told us it held or how deep it was, but yeah, look at that. Oh. All right, yeah, you can see like coming down the wall where the water would run down the wall there into the freshwater pool. Anyhow, there are swallow nests all over the place. Cliff swallows. They're just flying around. We saw them when we were on top flying around, and I wasn't sure what they were, but that's what they are.
They're pretty.
They're really cool. So that concludes the tour, guys, of El Morro National Monument. It was really, really cool. We are leaving El Morro National Monument on our way to Holbrook, Arizona. There is the Wigwam Hotel. This is the one place I did want to capture. Pretty cool. See the old vintage cars that are parked out front. Big old camper.
All right, so end of day 10. We are again at a KOA. We're in Holbrook because it is a close location to the Petrified Forest, which is tomorrow's destination, as well as the Painted Desert. We are about ready to have some dinner, and then I would say we're going to call it. So get some sleep, get some food, get some sleep, and call it a night. Have a big day 11 planned.
11. Day 11 of our out west trip.
And we are 2,400 miles away from home.
Right. Today we are heading to the Petrified Forest and the Painted Desert. We're going to be doing some hiking in that area. And it's kind of like a scenic road that you go around that you can get out and there's lookouts and that kind of thing. But we're going to try to get out of the car and get down into it. There's one trail that you can get way down in.
The Blue Mesa?
Yeah. It's one of the trails we're going to go on today. This is the Painted Desert Inn. This is a national landmark out here. But could you imagine staying here in the middle of this? Beautiful. Hi. Anyhow, wow. the rooms are below, downstairs. I'm getting ready to show you that, but this was the view out the back of the inn. I mean, could you imagine how cool this was back then? And this is the building. It's so cool, so pretty. Yep. I'm going to show you in the window here. Okay, so you can peer into the windows at the rooms. Kind of hard. There's a bit of a glare and the glass is dirty, but pretty basic. So there's the old har. And if you look off to the left there, you see the old telephone poles that used to line the old Route 66 route. As far as you can see, they run parallel to I-40. And if you can look down this way as well. All the way down there. Everywhere we have stayed out here, oh, look at that. You hear trains constantly, all night long. Wow, pretty. Super pretty. I bet if you were a geologist or a paleontologist, this would just be your heaven.
at Meteor Crater RV Park. The Meteor Crater is a National Historic Site down the road. We are less than 100 miles from Flagstaff, I believe, or from the Grand Canyon, so we're almost at our destination. Gonna have some dinner and call it a night.
We are getting ready to take a trek down to the canyon to see some Puebloan?
Just ancient cliff dwellings.
Ancient cliff dwellings.
Yeah, on
okay.
the island trail.
Yeah, we're taking the island trail. Okay, so this is a round trip trail that has 736 steps.
What?
736 steps.
And you have to come back out.
So here is Walnut Canyon. It is just really spectacular. We are at an elevation just standing here at 6690. Okay. And here is a marquee that talks about the different things that we're going to be seeing. All right. Now the trail starts over here. And then here's the CCC influence. Super cool. Wow. Look at that. We got cliff dwellings. Cool. Wow. Super cool. But think about, you know, what a great way to live back then, I guess. And these cave dwellings were pretty well protected from the elements. So again, we have reached some more of the cliff dwelling homes, and it's showing you kind of on the marquee how they may have lived. So not everything was a home. Sometimes according to this home, these were used as storage rooms, water supply, things like that. Probably food supply. Yeah, pretty cool though. Very, very, very cool. Coming around one of the turns, for me, it's frightening because I'm so afraid of heights. But at the same time, it is just exhilarating. It takes my breath away. Just cool. Just beautiful.
Things that make you smile.
Yeah. And here we go.
So we are back on the road after visiting
Walnut Canyon National Park.
National Monument, yes, which was
spectacular.
Fantastic. Worth every single of the 700 and some steps you had to do. We don't know what this mountain range is that we keep seeing and driving towards, but wow, is it gorgeous.
Look at that. It's spectacular. I saw this when we were camping in Winslow, Arizona, about 40 miles south of here, or east of here, I guess. It was just majestic even back there. So being this close to it now is just super cool. Beautiful, beautiful mountain.
So we are now on our way to Wupatki, I think, National Monument. Was not on our to-do list,
but it is on there now.
Being able to be flexible and switching up plans has put it in the radar for us, and that's where we're headed.
Okay, so we have made it to Wupatki National Monument. Looking to your right, it's just interesting to see. I don't know what these are, but just the landscape here. It's lava flow.
Dust. It's almost like lava sand.
Yeah, but look at the plants kind of taking hold and rooting, and it's just so it's just a really cool area to drive through. And then from what we were a trip out to Wupatki National Monument. We made our way up to Flagstaff and decided, well, we went to Walnut Canyon National Monument. So we were like, you know what? We're this close. We're going to go see another one. So here we are, and we're getting ready to go on one of the short trails. It's a Pueblo, the Wupatki Pueblo ruins, right? There's a lot of history here, along with, you know, everywhere else over here out in the desert in Arizona, New Mexico. They were everywhere. Anyhow, it's just so interesting to see the villages and how they lived back then. Beautiful, look at that. So cool. I think these were like community buildings, these great big ones like this. So I don't know. Very cool.
Yep, that's all I need to know. Okay, so the Bonito lava flow is what you're going to be looking at here. This is so cool. A sunset crater volcano erupted amid older extinct volcanoes that closed off the lower end of a broad valley to form a shallow enclosed basin. The lava pooled and accumulated perhaps 100 feet thick during at least 3 phases. It covered more than 800 square miles. Wow. All right, so I'm going to pan up here and you can see. Alright, so we just finished a really cool day. Wupatki National Monument. We got to see some more of the Pueblo ruins. Really cool. Sunset Crater
Volcanic National Monument. We got to see that today too. So
those two things were not originally on our list.
No, we actually got up to Flagstaff today on our way to Walnut Canyon, which we did that as well today. We did 3 really cool areas today. That was our destination, Walnut Canyon, and then we just made it.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
We made a last-minute decision to just stay in Flagstaff. That's kind of the beauty of Fran. It's
Yeah,
like
we were just saying.
Yeah.
We didn't have to go back to where we were planning on staying.
yeah, because we came from Winslow, Arizona. We were staying in a campground there, and we decided this morning. We left this morning to go up to Walnut Canyon, about a 40-mile drive, right outside of Flagstaff. When we got there, we were like, well, where are we going back?
Yeah,
So,
why would we backtrack 40
Yeah.
miles? Because we're heading to the Grand Canyon tomorrow.
right, so found a little place to stay tonight, and
At the stop sign, turn left onto US 89
we just
South.
decided to take advantage of the day and try to hit as many of the national monuments and parks as we could. So it's a fantastic day.
Very
All right.
fun. Alrighty, end of day 12. Fran's in for the night. Karen's in for the night. We're gonna try to get to bed early. We have a huge day coming up tomorrow. Destination, Grand Canyon.
It's day 13, and we today are going to be in the Grand Canyon. So this was our destination. Of course, we've seen a ton of stuff along the way, but this was our ultimate goal, was to get here at the Grand Canyon. We get to spend about 2 days here and hope to see as much as we possibly can while we're here. But this has been on my bucket list for I don't know how long. So I get to check off a major part of my bucket list, my personal bucket list. So I'm very excited.
There's the sign, Grand Canyon National Park, 74 miles. All right, so it is official. We are in the park. All right, so we have arrived at Bright Angel Lodge, and we have Fran parked. And as you can see, right out the back window, there's the view of the canyon. There's Karen. There's the Grand Canyon. Karen, Grand Canyon. Karen, Grand Canyon.
Today we are in the Grand Canyon. Yes, we are at the South Rim. The North Rim is closed until
May 15th.
yeah, so can't visit that area, but we are at the South Rim. First time we've been here, and look behind you. Fantastic. We're getting ready to go on the rim trail. We're going to go as far as we can go, trying to get away from the crowds. Okay, so way over there is the village, Grand Canyon Village, South Rim. You can actually see Fran from here. She's parked in the parking lot. We're staying in one of the cabins tonight. We got really lucky. It was the last reservation of the month. So I snagged it and said, yes, I want it. Because in the morning, we are going to walk right out from a cabin and hit the Bright Angel Rim trail. God, it's just spectacular. It's like a postcard in front of you, or it just doesn't look real. Beautiful. Beautiful colors. Gorgeous. This is where we had lunch today. It just keeps getting better and better. Just the beauty of the red clay. As you can see out there, the Colorado River winding its way through. Just incredible. This was the Rim Trail, South Rim Trail.
We
correct?
made it up to the Hopi Overlook, which glad we did because we got to see the river. That was the best overlook.
It was just,
Yeah.
words can't describe it. Just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Okay, so these are the cute little cabins. Here at Bright Angel Lodge, this is where we are staying. Here we go. Okay, so when you first come in, there's a little place to put your luggage and stuff. Anyhow, it's a nice room. Nice queen size bed.
The lamps have USB ports as well as outlets so that you can charge your items, your phones and everything else. Cool wooden roof with a ceiling fan. The windows are wooden and you can open them up if you would like to have some fresh air, which we did. We opened ours up for some fresh air today. There's a television, a little dresser if you wanted to use that, a little sitting chair. This is a big bureau, and inside of it is a safe for your valuables, an ironing board, and an iron, and some hangers. It's super nice. And this is a little coffee refreshment station. A little coffee maker, and they provide you with some coffee and tea, and then there's the ice bucket and glasses for the ice, and then a little mini fridge. So it's very nice if you wanted to stay for a while. And then it has a nice large bathroom, okay, with a shower and a full bath. Comes with a blow dryer, and some of the other amenities are the Grand Canyon shampoo, body wash and conditioner, and lotions and hand soaps that they provide with everything. And there's always tissue and extra toilet paper in the room as well. Anyhow, one of the cool things Shannon loved was this door. It's like an old barn door.
Yeah, so you can...
Yeah. So it's cute. It's a cool old door. We are staying here at Bright Angel Lodge. Completed in 1935. This is the gift shop. And there's a little restaurant right there. You can pick up coffee and stuff in the mornings, in the afternoons. You can eat stuff. There's a lodge way up there. A couple of lodges. So, yeah. Pretty neat, pretty neat little place. Yeah. Most of the tourists have gone home. These are probably people that are all staying here.
Gorgeous.
Just stunning. Just stunning, stunning, stunning. So hopefully we're going to catch the sunrise as well. So this is how we're ending day 13, guys. The sun is setting in the west. Look how it's hitting the canyon. Gorgeous.
is about 6:30 in the morning. Today's Wednesday, March 23rd.
Aren't they cute? So these are the mules that you ride down to the ranch down at the bottom of the canyon. Super cool.
This one looks like he's taking a nap.
Yeah, they're all like, whatever. Hey, buddy. Hey there. Today, we are going to take a hike down the Bright Angel Trail. We're going to take you guys along with us. We're here in the Grand Canyon and pretty excited about this. It's a beautiful day. Okay, so this is a pretty busy trail. We were watching people going up and down it yesterday. So we're hoping to avoid most of the crowds, leaving a little bit early. We're hoping for an earlier start, but it didn't happen. Anyhow, this kind of zigzags down the side here. Yeah, a lot of switchbacks here in the beginning. The donkeys are getting ready, or the mules are getting ready to come down with the people. We watched them yesterday. They were coming down with the supplies. So I imagine they go down, they stay overnight, and then they come back up the next day. I don't know how all that works, but the mules were pretty cool to see. So that's gorgeous. Look at that. Just beautiful.
What you doing, Karen?
I'm hiking in the Grand Canyon.
And where?
The Grand Canyon. Doesn't everybody do that?
Is it like a hiker's dream to be able to hike down into the canyon? A lot of hikes that we have done and that I would like to do. Never thought this would be one of them.
Okay, so you can see way down there. Yeah, that's where we're headed. And there's another little tunnel ahead of us. So here we go.
How y'all doing today?
Good, how you
Good,
doing?
how are you?
Good.
Good.
Where y'all from?
Pennsylvania.
Alrighty. Y'all at Yendling?
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't?
People that ain't never been to Pennsylvania.
That's right. Going down.
Down, 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 down.
And what goes down must come back up. That's all right. We only have to go back up there.
Okay, so we're going to go down that way to the 2-mile mark. But look at this. Look at the canyon down here. And this is where we just came. Up around this way. It's beautiful. So we found a nice sunny spot. I think we're just going to sit here and have some lunch. So just so you know, this is our lunch spot today. Pretty cool. Shannon, what do you think of this lunch spot? Are we good with this one? Yeah.
Couldn't ask for a better
You want
one.
to go eat in the van, or you want to do this?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wow. Hi, everybody. We are about 2 miles down into the canyon. Gorgeous. Is it not just beautiful?
This is where we're gonna have lunch.
Yeah, so
Very cool, but then we have to go 2 miles back
up
out of the canyon.
Yeah.
But just wanted to share this with you guys. How fantastic. How lucky are we? Thinking of all of you. Love all of you. So begins the trek back out.
Right, we're on our way back up. Up, 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 up.
So, are we there yet?
Yep. We're there.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, we are. All right, so everybody, today is day 13. We just finished our hike here in the Grand Canyon and getting ready to leave. We are heading down to Flagstaff to stay overnight. This is the beginning of our trek home. We have a lot of adventures still ahead of us, stopping in Bandolier for quite a few days to rest.
Palo Duro coming
Palo
up
Duro
yet.
and get to stay with my sister. So we do have exciting things coming up. We will miss being here. It was such a great adventure for
Yeah,
us.
we hit the destination.
Yeah. Couldn't have asked for better weather. It was beautiful. So
Great opportunity. So if you come at 1 o'clock,
So this is the line to get into the Grand Canyon National Park on a Wednesday. And when Shannon and I got here on Monday,
Tuesday.
today's Wednesday, yesterday was Tuesday. We got here yesterday?
Yes.
We got here yesterday. We didn't wait in any line.
What you got, Karen? Good stuff.
Oh, burger, salad, good.
Good stuff. Okay, so we are back in Flagstaff. It is the end of day 13. We are at the KOA Flagstaff. Just stopping to get some sleep because tomorrow we have a long day driving. We're going north of Albuquerque to stay at a place that we're super excited about. So it's day 15 on the road. Today,
Yeah, we are heading up to Bandolier National Monument. We're going to be staying. We found a little place on a site called Hip Camp.
we're super excited about the tiny house.
Yeah, the place that we're going to, it's a gentleman's property. It's in the boondocks, basically.
Desert views.
Yeah, we will have desert views. We will be staying in a tiny house, but it's fully equipped. There's a bed, like a loft bedroom, and there's a full kitchen, and there's an area for sitting like a tiny living room. And
Sunrises and sunsets in the
yes,
desert.
we've stopped by one of the Sinclair gas stations, and I started seeing these in Oklahoma, and it reminded me that when I was a kid, we used to see these. We lived in Texas and places like that where the Sinclairs, I believe, were predominant gas stations. Okay, so this particular Sinclair has look at that, isn't that cool? This is the dino statue out front here. So anyhow, we stopped at one because we were like, I was like, oh, well, I wonder if they have like a magnet or something, because I'd love to take one home with me, because it just brought back some memories. When I was a kid, they used to have the blow-up dinosaurs that they would hang out, and I used to think, oh my gosh, I wanted one of those when I was a kid. I really wanted one of those blow-up dinosaurs. Anyway, childhood memory brought back some memories, but we got lucky. The Sinclair here is just outside of Santa Fe, had some goodies. So this is my dino soap. It's in the shape of a dinosaur. So that's my dino soap. Cool, huh? And I got myself a little dino keychain. Isn't it cute? And they had the blow-up dinosaurs. I was like, awesome. Anyhow, I wasn't really gonna get the blow-up dinosaur, but Shannon was like, "Are you kidding me? You waited how long just to get yourself a blow-up dinosaur? You can finally buy it for yourself." Yes, I now have one. That's just like fantastic. So, all right, so we have made it to the tiny house, and I'm telling you, it is in the middle of nowhere. But look at the views we're gonna have. Holy cow. Yeah, you're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, there's the house over there to the left. Okay, so we're nearing the end of day 15 of our trip out west, and as you can see, we have a beautiful view of the sunset out the window of our tiny house. See you tomorrow. Yep. Bye. Today is day 16 on the road. Yeah. We are in, I'm going to say El Rosito, that area, New Mexico, yeah. That area. I can't pronounce the other little town, Acoma, I think. Albuquerque, yeah, New Mexico. Anyhow, we are heading over to Bandolier National Monument today. We are going to check out the ruins in that area. Then we are going to
Valles Caldera National Preserve.
Right. Yes, it's a giant
13-mile wide.
13-mile wide volcanic crater. And the diversity of the land, and there's just a lot of geological history there.
And wildlife.
Yeah, and wildlife. So we're really interested in seeing that. We thought that was really a cool area to try to visit. So we're driving into Bandolier National Monument. You see the mule deer? Look at their big ears. They're so cool. There's 3 of them right here, and we just passed another one. They do kind of look like mules, don't they, in the face? With great big ears. Yeah, this is a pretty steep area.
Up and then down in.
Yeah. And you go up, and then it looks like we're going down into the canyon area. We are in Bandolier National Monument. We are going to be checking out some of the ruins in this area and how these people lived here. I believe about 11,000 years ago, they have a record of when they first started living here. So we're going to be looking at some of the cliff dwellings and just the forest that's down in a canyon, which is kind of cool. The last place that we did something like this, it was all in the canyon. You had to walk through the top of the canyon down into it. So kind of interesting. Here we go. All right, Shannon's going to go up. She's going to videotape her climb up. I was afraid to do that.
Super cool. You can see that the fire. The marks from the fire again.
I just love the walls of this canyon. So pretty. So interesting. Shannon is going to go into this one. It's a much larger dwelling. Yes. Yeah, see, this one extends all the way around over here. So this is a rather large one up in here.
This is when you're actually able to get up in.
Fantastic. Now the alcove house is closed, and the trail, you can't even take the trail back to look at it.
Bummer. It
So
was not
that's-
like that when we looked it up.
Well,
When
but
we
it's one of
planned
the main attractions here. But that's okay because we did get to see the ruins, and
Yep,
it was super cool.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Just
alright.
can't complain. Beautiful day. So next stop is the Valles Caldera National Preserve. All right, so we are climbing up through the Santa Fe National Forest to get to the Valles Calderas National Monument. Is that what it's called, Shannon?
No, nature preserve.
Nature Preserve, I'm sorry. Anyhow, it is pretty treacherous. There's some curvy, steep areas. Welcome to Valles Caldera National Preserve. All right, so we have actually entered it. Now, like I said, this is a huge crater from a volcanic, or because of volcanic eruptions. It is now a national conservation area.
Look at all this snow.
Oh my God, look at that. Look at that down there. Wow. snow up here. Valle Grande. About 1 million years ago, the magnificent valley before you was formed by the collapse after a series of tremendous volcanic eruptions ejected a volume of material more than 500 times greater than the May 1980 eruptions of Mount St. Helens. Okay, so the dome-like hills were formed 50,000 years ago around this crater. You can see around you. Little prairie dog out there. He's sticking his head up.
Look, here's prairie dog crossing.
Yep, all over the place. They're got their heads sticking up, I guess, over their little holes in the ground that they live in. Yeah, they're all over the place out here. Look at him right there. Cool. Look at him. Hey, buddy. Okay, so you are in the middle of the crater. That's prairie dogs. Can you hear them? Anyhow, they're out here on top of the snow. They're kind of scattered all over the place. But anyhow, we are in the middle of the crater here. You can see the domes all around us. The volcanic domes that surround the crater all around you. The chips are down there.
So this is today's lunch view. A little bit different than what we have been having. Mainly the snow. Who in their right mind would ride a bike down this?
I'm sure a lot of people do. So, yeah, it's a beautiful area. Look at the head of the mountains, snow-capped mountains. And the valley below, gorgeous. Like I said, it's just such an open, vast area out here. Everything is just like big, open, wide.
Okay, so we are back from exploring Bandolier and Valles, Caldera, and gonna get some dinner going. Alrighty, sun is going down. We are losing steam. So we're gonna check out here on the day of, at the end of the day on day 16. Say good night from New Mexico. Good morning on day 17.
Day 17, we think. And we are again staying in the tiny house here in Albuquerque, I think is how you pronounce it.
We don't know. We should find out today.
Yeah. anyhow, we're just going to kind of get out today and explore the area. There's some cute little restaurants and bakery and shops, and just kind of look around the area. There is a trail that you can go up to see some Pueblo ruins.
Yeah, so get out and stretch some legs today.
So yeah, we thought we'd just kind of explore around today. Take it easy a little bit. This is the Santa Rosa de Lima ruin. It was built in 1730 by early Spanish settlers along the old Spanish Trail. So this is the Albuquerque, we're not sure how you pronounce that. This is the lake. We're right at the dam. It's kind of like the Santa Rosa area. Fairly big, looks like maybe the water is way down right now. What you're looking at right now is a 9,862 foot flat-topped mesa called Cerro Pedernal. You can get to it by car and then you hike and you can get to the top. There is evidently aspen forests and meadows up there, so I bet it's beautiful. You're right. Boss Hard tribal and traditional art. Take a look around here. Cute, cool little place. There's a gallery, an art gallery. Wow. Shannon and I have stopped for lunch at El Parasol, and we are going to get some really good, authentic Mexican-American food. We're excited about it, and we're going to share it with you, but this is our lunch spot today. We decided to try to find a place that served good, authentic Mexican-American type food. So, all right. So, here's lunch. Here's one of the tamales. It's a beef tamale? Yeah.
Pork.
And then Shannon got pork. Pork tamale. Shannon got a chicken tostada.
Yeah.
Yes, and that looks really good, doesn't it?
And fire.
And fire salsa.
In a container.
Got some guacamole. They're handmade chips. There's another tamale in the bag. And I have a beef taco right here.
I've never met a salsa that I couldn't match. This? Oh man.
And so we got the big one of the red, thinking it was the milder.
Yeah.
So when Shannon got here, she dipped a whole bunch of it.
I was like, oh.
Yes. And she was on fire for a
fire
while.
Coming out of every orifice.
Later on will be the last one. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so today was day 17. And we are still at the tiny house. And we just decided to go up to the little town of
We still don't know how to pronounce it.
Acoma. I'm not even sure how you say it.
Albuquerque?
Yeah.
Albuquerque? Yeah.
Anyhow, we're terrible.
Yeah.
And we don't mean to be, it's not out of disrespect. We just don't know how to pronounce the stuff. But anyway, we checked out a few little areas.
The lake? Went to the lake?
Yeah, we went up to the lake. They have a beautiful lake. And we drove out past that through the mountains.
The mesa, the 9,000 foot mesa we drove by.
It's actually almost 10,000
Yeah.
feet. Yeah, we had talked about possibly doing that, but when you drive past it, it has a very faded out national park sign pointing to a dirt road that takes you up to it. And we are not four-wheel drive, so
No, Fran's not ready, and we're in the desert. We're trying to be smart and not venture out where
it's unfamiliar to us.
Yeah, I mean, the trails are not clearly marked here at all. It's not like what we're used to at home.
No, we actually drove out because the CDT crosses over past the whatever.
Coyote. It was north of Coyote. We drove out. Yeah, we drove out about 14 miles past the lake.
Yeah, we thought, well,
looking for the CDT.
Look for the CDT trail.
Because at home, the AT. There's a lot of places.
There's signs
it's
that
very
say
clear,
Appalachian Trail.
right? AT trailhead. I mean, but it's not like that here.
No.
I mean, you have to know what patch of dirt to park on, and what patch of dirt to walk past.
Yeah, and that was kind of something that we thought was interesting, is that you do see people parked on the side of the highway or the roads, and that's probably what they're doing. They're out hiking a trail or going up one of these mesas or mountain areas. But they are probably familiar with these areas.
Right. And
we are not. We don't. There's not even a sign.
And a lot of it's, even in the national forest, a lot of it is also private property. So, you know, there's cattle guards everywhere. You don't know what is private, what is public. So we just went for a nice, pretty drive.
Okay, so we ended up spending the day going to, we wanted to go check out some of the local cuisine, Mexican-American, and we wanted to go to a place that the locals like going to. So there was a couple places, one place that was recommended that we headed out to check out to see if it was open or good food, and that was in El Rito,
Which is 13 miles down the road from here.
right. Got there and it was closed. So we turned around and went down the complete other direction to the town below us, Esplanada.
I'm not going to try it anymore.
Anyhow, I can't remember the name of the town. Anyway, we looked up some of the local restaurants there, and just looking at the parking lots, that's all you got to do. If you see all of the locals there, that must mean something. It means it's probably good. So we did. We found one, and it's nothing but a little wooden building with a parking lot. Lots of people there, had outdoor picnic tables, and we ordered some delicious Mexican-American food. It was really good. Shannon made the mistake of ordering we ordered red salsa thinking it was the milder salsa.
And I thought maybe it was just the first time. I just tried to do it again. It is not. It is fire in a container.
Yes. Whew. So anyway, we learned a little something today. The red salsa here is not the mild salsa.
Nope.
But anyhow, we enjoyed the day. That's kind of what we did. We visited some of the little off side of the road shops and so forth, just to kind of get a feel for the area and the people and everything. And it was really cool to see. And that's all we wanted to do today. So that was our day.
Now we're going to kick back, take it easy.
Have a beer and just sit here and enjoy the scenery. Look at that.
Yep. So today's plan is to enjoy more of this awesome view. And we're going to start working on getting Fran ready for the next leg of our adventure. From here, we're heading to Amarillo to spend the night in Amarillo so we can be in Palo Duro Canyon State Park in Texas first thing Tuesday morning. Today is Sunday. It is day 18. It is chilly, but wow. Look what we get to wake up to. There's Karen. She's being a fantastic morning person. Alright, so Karen's making some bacon for breakfast. I'm boiling up some eggs for us to take to Palo Duro.
Taking advantage of this morning and making breakfast. And we cooked up some bacon and scrambled some eggs. We have a little bit of leftover guacamole from yesterday. Some sliced tomatoes, some coffee. Yeah, and just gonna enjoy the day here today.
So much for sitting and doing nothing.
Right, we're gonna go on a short hike to Showing
Ruins. Yeah.
It's an ancient Pueblo ancestral ruins.
Yep.
It's a short hike and it's kind of like an overlook of the area. So we thought, we'll get out a little bit today and get a little bit of a walk in.
So that's where we're at.
See something we'd like to see. This is an archaeological historic site. You can see the sign right here. We're going to be seeing some of the Puebloan ruins. I think it's a climb up, just a tiny little climb up. And then you can see over.
There's an overlook, yeah, that you can see out over the woods.
Right.
All right, Karen, so what'd you just share with me?
I said, this looks like a rattlesnake area.
Karen said it looks like a rattlesnake area, which I would fully have to agree.
Pretty cool, huh?
So we are coming to an end on day 18. We got Fran all squared away, cleaned up, ready to get back on the road tomorrow. Went for a hike today. Karen made an awesome breakfast and an awesome dinner. We have rested up and are going to be continuing on our trip. Tomorrow we're heading to Amarillo as a pit stop before our next adventure in Palo Duro State Park, or Palo Duro Canyon State Park, sorry, in Texas. So it has been a ton of fun and relaxing at the tiny house. What an experience. We will be moving on. Alright, so getting Fran loaded up, but just wanted to look at, or point that out. How fantastic is that? Good morning, New Mexico.
Shannon and I are getting ready to leave, heading to Amarillo. Wanted to say bye to our cute little tiny house that we really enjoyed staying at.
You are now leaving New Mexico, land of enchantment. Thank you, New Mexico. Texas state line. Ooh, that is a lot of cows. And with it being 81 degrees out, that is a lot of cow poop smell. Woo. Texas. All right, so we made it to Amarillo. We drove, I don't know, what, 300 and some miles today?
Yeah, something like that.
Another time change. Left at 7 and we didn't actually pull into, we're staying at a KOA again tonight until about 4.
Mm-hmm.
We had to
Restock gross food.
yeah.
Because we're going to go down to Palo Duro Canyon State Park. So we needed to supply for 3 days. And that there's a grocery store in the canyon.
End of day 19. Gonna have a little bit of cereal before I go to bed. Tomorrow is Palo Duro Canyon State Park.
All right, day 20. You hear that sound? That train, that is all night. Gosh, every 15 to 30 minutes, I would say a train goes through here. You kind of get used to it though, I mean. But we are noticing this time around the birds. Oh my gosh. There are, I think they're ravens. You hear that?
They're
You
just
hear that?
everywhere.
Yeah. There must be 10 of them around us right now or more.
And they like crackers.
Yes, they do. They like crackers.
Ritz.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, today's day 20. We just wanted to say hi and let you guys know where we're at. We're in Amarillo. We are leaving here today to go to Palo Duro Canyon. So we'll be there for a couple of days.
2 nights. Yeah. Yep. Plan on doing the Lighthouse Trail. Is that the plan?
Yeah, and probably the CCC Trail.
And curious to see how it goes because today it's supposed to be super windy.
Yeah,
Gusts
they are
up to 60 miles an hour.
Yes,
60.
it is supposed to be, I mean, really, really, really windy.
And tonight may be a first for us. It's supposed to rain.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of
Overnight.
cool to see rain in the desert. I'm not
No.
opposed to that.
No,
And it
because it's
sounds
supposed
nice
to clear
on
up in the
demand.
morning,
Yeah.
so no big deal. But I'm curious, when we were in the Painted Desert, the wind was like this, like terrifyingly strong.
Blow you over.
And we were up on those bald, I don't know
Dunes, like huge sand dunes.
Yeah.
Or I don't even, mountains.
I'm
Desert
not
mountains.
sure
I don't
what they
know
were.
what
We were up there though.
Yeah.
It absolutely terrified me. And I had to come down. I couldn't do any more. But yeah, today should be interesting. So
Looking forward to it.
So we are heading down into the canyon. We're going to take, I think it's a 13-mile trip that you can take through the canyon on the road. We're going to check that out, and then we're going to go get into our campsite. And then we're going to decide what to do next. Okay, so we're in an old CCC building that they renovated to use as the public restroom here at the entrance. And I just, here's the sign right here. So from reservoir to restroom. Pretty cool. Look how beautiful that canyon wall is. That is just spectacular. Wow. And it looks like we are camping amongst some of the, I think they're called bramble oaks. Of course, it's early spring, so they don't have their leaves out yet. But yeah, and then there's a trail off of our campsite right here. Getting ready to do the Lighthouse Trail. It is about 80 degrees, extremely windy. It's about in the 80s. The sun is very intense. So you do have to be careful out here. Shannon and I are out here in the afternoon, which most people come early in the morning. It's probably the smarter thing to do, but there's nobody out here now, so we pretty much have it to ourselves, and it's just spectacular.
What'd you find, Karen?
The only shade out here.
Almost there. We still got to go up a little bit. Just can't take a breather. Alright, so right there is where we had gotten up to. And you had to keep going across that ridge to the other side, to the formation up there. But because of the wind picking up, yeah, 60-mile-per-hour gusts, clouds moving in with rain on the way, and we still have 2.5 miles to go back to the van, we opted to turn around. But wow, what a gorgeous trail this has been.
Challenging because of the wind and the dirt being kicked up in our face. You can hear I got a scratchy throat from it. And that climb was a little too much for me, especially with 60-mile-an-hour gusts. I just wasn't willing to be on the top of something like that. But we enjoyed the hike. We got to see them. We were there.
Beautiful hike up there.
Yeah.
All right, day 20. Was day 20? We just got done hiking and sweating.
It was only a 2.8 mile in and 2.8 back. But it was a tough hike because you're hiking in kind of sand and the wind
It's kind of like
constantly blowing.
like hiking in snow. I think it has the
At
same,
beach or something. Anyway, the wind's been blowing all day, and there have been wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, so we've been eating a lot of dust and a lot of dirt.
Ugh.
We got back, and our skin is just covered
Was
in
yellow
in
or orange. Yeah.
dirt.
Oh,
So it made it a bit tougher, I think.
yeah.
But it was beautiful, though.
No, awesome hike. Now we're just
It's really pretty.
relaxing. Got our feet up.
Yep.
Gonna have some dinner in a bit. Important things first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is approaching the end of day 20. You see the sun is getting covered up with clouds. There's clouds everywhere. There's supposed to be some rain running in tonight, which we are not totally bummed about. Rain in the desert probably will be kind of cool to see. Out stretching my legs after the hike. Going back, have some dinner, and we are probably gonna call it. We are pretty whooped. Today being out in the sun definitely did a toll, or did a number on us. It's exhausting, but beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful hike.
It is day 21 on our trip out west, and we are still in Palo Duro Canyon State Park. Behind you is a cave. You can see the cave back there. That's where we're going now. Shannon wanted to see the cave, so here we are. Anyhow, another windy day in Texas.
Yeah,
Can you believe that?
what?
Oh my.
And the rain that we were supposed to get, it was sprinkles.
Yeah, just weird weather. Anyway, yeah, yesterday was hot as hell. Today it's cold.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Shannon's gonna go up in the cave. I am not my cup of tea. It is hers, so she really wanted to see this.
Pretty steep climb up here. Wow. Unfortunate that people feel it necessary to carve their names into things that are millions of years old. There she is.
Looks like Shannon's coming out of the cave. She did some video, I'm sure, and took pictures up in there. So anyhow, we're just up to the right of the cave right now. It's really pretty up here. And the clouds are starting to go away. It's still windy. I don't know if it's ever not windy here. So you can see. All through here. It's like this thin layers all through here. And then there's this it's kind of like shale, this right here.
And both are super fragile.
Yeah,
The
real
white-
fragile. It's all pretty fragile. Come down here to the creek bed. I told Shannon so that might be where you would see some different things.
Look at it, how it's hanging out there.
That's pretty. Real pretty. See all the different plants and
So we're out just kind of wandering around, going on a short walk, looking for wildlife. Because so far we have only seen
an armadillo.
We saw elk, the mule deer.
Yeah. And today we saw wild turkeys.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Actually, when we came out of the van, we heard them calling, and they were the site next to us and back behind the site. And Karen got some fantastic footage. Alright, so we're back from the walk. We're back at the site. There's Fran. Karen is in the van cutting up some stuff. The wind's still kind of getting some gusts, and I got some burger going out here. We are probably going to eat in the van because, as you can see, there's just sand everywhere. And we're both kind of tired of sand being in our teeth and our mouth. So I'm going to cook this up and then take it in and eat and go from there. Taco night. This was our campsite at Palo Duro. Very nice. Pull through site. Here's our view. We did have the clam set up here. However, in the middle of the night, about 4 o'clock, the wind was so bad it ripped one of the panels, and we had to come out in the dark with flashlights and tear down the clam. So we just opted to let it down because we are heading back out again on the road tomorrow. Tomorrow we are headed, it's pretty much an all-day drive day. We are headed to Lake Dardanelle in Arkansas, slowly making our way back to the East Coast. So here we go, back up out of the canyon. Right, hi guys. It is Thursday morning, day 22 for us. We just came up out of Palo Duro Canyon State Park. We had 0 service down there, but first day we got there, it was like 90 degrees.
Wind blowing
Windy.
constantly, 30 miles an hour with 60 mile an hour gusts. It was
Texas is windy, like both out and back, constant wind, constant sand. Karen and I are done eating dirt. You just have sand in your mouth all the time. But the park was stunning, absolutely beautiful, super cool. We got to hike down in the canyon. We'll be putting up pictures in a little bit. And then day 2, it was not 90 degrees.
It was chilly.
It was chilly. This morning when we got up, it was below freezing. We had gotten some rain last night, and everything was glazed over in frost and ice.
So whenever the weather app tells you the weather's going to be there,
Yeah, don't listen to it. Yeah.
It's unpredictable down there. When you're down in that canyon.
We prepared for rain the night before and got some sprinkles. Did not prepare for rain last night because it wasn't supposed to rain, and it rained for about an hour. So, but we're all good. We are headed to Lake Dardanelle, Arkansas today. We have about 540 miles to go today. So, just wanted to check in. Bye. Love everybody. 8:16. We have a long drive day ahead of us. How many miles? 514 miles to go. We'll be there in an hour or 2, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Marina Road.
So we are back in Arkansas at Lake Dardanelle State Park, getting ready to turn into the park on our return trip home. We did stop through here on our way through towards the Grand Canyon, and this is a really, really nice state park. It's a long day for us, so we're glad to know that we're staying in a place that's going to be comfortable.
So we've made it. We are back in at Lake Dardanelle. It is a little bit choppier this time, but we have showered, we've got dinner on. Unfortunately, we will not be able to enjoy it quite as much this round. This is just a pit stop. Tomorrow we are headed to Tennessee. But check that out. Gorgeous. Nice way to end day 22. So good morning from Lake Dardanelle in Arkansas. Today is the beginning of day 23. We are up early because we have a 600+ mile day ahead of us, to make it to Tennessee today. Tennessee is the destination. So, got about 10 hours or so in the car. But, what a fantastic way to start out today. Beautiful.
So we are going to end day 23 of our road trip right outside of the Great Smoky Mountains. So we have a beautiful view in front of us. We're going to stay here for a few days and enjoy the beautiful Tennessee mountains and the people in this area. Now we're on our way to yes, through the Great Smoky Mountains here. Isn't it beautiful? Just turning into spring. Oh my goodness, everything's starting to turn green. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so say hi.
When you get the sisters together.
Thank you, Frankie,
Yes.
for
You're
sharing.
welcome.
Yeah, she's the one that told us all about this place and brought us out here.
All right, day 25, Karen. Is it 25? Day 25. We're eating again.
You got a veggie burger or a real burger?
Just a cheeseburger, I think.
I didn't get a veggie burger.
Today is day 26. It's the last day of our Out West adventure that we really enjoyed. On our way home, we're going heading north home to Pennsylvania. We did get to spend the last couple of days
left March 10th. It is now April 4th, almost 4 o'clock. The official numbers are, when we left, I had zeroed out the triptych. This is the driving hours, which it topped out at 100, so we drove 115 hours and 14 minutes. This is the miles that topped out at 2,000, and we hit that twice, plus the 17, so 5725 miles. And there you go. That is our road trip out west.
Texas!
Woo! Filling in our map from our trip.
We went to Texas.
One, Texas. Arkansas.
We went to Oklahoma.
Woohoo!
Alright.
We went to
Arkansas.
loved Arkansas.
Yeah, it was pretty state. Why don't we go back there?
There you go. Now we're getting some color in our map.
Mexico.
Loved New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so started where? Your finger. Yep, went Virginia, or Maryland, Virginia, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. And then way back